It's Sunday, 8/18. The weekly started slightly late as far as this screen goes. There's some things going on here. I'll talk about them, but the armor-wise, it's garlic and pita bread. Now this actually can sort of a little bit baby kind of work at the beginning, but it's kind of like you have to wall chicken. So you'd have to buy 2 wall chickens just to get it to work. I don't really know if that's a great idea, but I almost have a level in it, so I guess I took it. Willing doodad? Fictive doodads. Gotta love a good doodad in some fiction forms. Whether that be, you know, Willy Wonka or otherwise. Now, there is definitely some spawn team stuff. There's like fly, spider, this thing, cricket, osprey, hydra. But not, there's like spawning units, but not really like a turkey or something, I think, to go with it as much. I don't know if it's necessarily the best thing around. I don't think there's a reason to level 3 here. Well, okay, the only reason to would be the Minotaur, which is something, but I don't think it's enough for me to freeze this right now, just because maybe there's another Baku level coming. There's a little bit of sniping, I guess, like drop bear, flycatcher, nurse shark, but the nurse shark doesn't really make any sense. Wow, we lost that because that thing's level 2. It's okay, we got full health. It's okay. So I was gonna say, the nurse shark, there's no way to get trumpets except this thing, and this is also a spawner. But I'm not really trying to spawn, especially with garlic around, I think. Doesn't make a ton of sense. Plus, there's not really any weakness except for red dragon with crisp. I don't know what to take here. I don't know what to take here at all. There's cucumber, so you can like kind of have a yak a little bit for a while. There's a good amount of scaling. Baboon, husky, polar bear, hippocampus. Poodle's a tier 6 now. Dragon. Komodo dragon, I think, too. I don't know what to take between these. I mean, with the garlic I almost want to like sell this just to give it 2 more health, but I think it's a little bit crazy. I think I'm gonna just take the camel for now. There is not any self-hurting stuff going on. I feel like I might just put this on something. just to do a Baku trigger for the first time ever, because I've never done it. It does mean it's gonna be pretty bad this turn, but yeah, let's do that, I guess. Looking for a cucumber. Looking for a number of things here. This feels like it could either be just a draw or a straight up win. It is a straight up win. Turns out. Now the mantis, I think, is obviously going to be strong because it always is, but now that I said that, did you change stuff? Holy moly, okay. That's an interesting change. Deals 50 damage to adjacent friends. I guess I'm wondering what is the... I mean, I guess the idea maybe would be you could put like a pepper on something or a melon and then something lives? I guess it's interesting. Would that also work with like camel, I suppose? Like you go to kill the camel and it will do a hurt trigger? Because I was about to say there's not really hurt triggers in this weekly as far as like a leech plus a camel type of thing. I guess that technically is a way to do that though. Alright, so we have to wait another turn for... Oh, at the end of the turn, okay. I was like, why isn't that thing changed? Alright, I might as well do this then, apparently. because you're gonna do both. Duck's just chilling. Oh, Cucumber's next turn, my bad. What? I'm flabbergasted? What just happened? Cause he's weak. Okay. Okay, alright, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, that's crazy. Okay. Oh man, what a strategy there. What a fictive doodad. That's an all-timer right there. That is an all-timer right there. Wow. Okay. Whew. That's... Oh, I can't take that one back. I can't take that one back. So, now that happened, we could just try to go for the future and take a Doberman. Would definitely hurt our ability maybe, you know, for a few turns here, but at the same time, something to be said about maybe playing for the future at this point. We do have 5 health. But man, that did not feel good. Give one random friend from current shop here. So tier 3. So that would do the camel, which is definitely what I want to do. I don't really care about this duck ability right now. I guess I'm doing this one. You just would have rather done it before the Doberman, really. Now you could have said sell the Baku instead, but now that it's so close to leveled, I'm being greedy, I guess, is the answer. Yeah, man, that was certainly a that was certainly a strategy I did there, huh? Okay, I'll take that trade. Ooh, that was a pretty unlucky spawn, I feel like, from that spider. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that could have gone better. You know what? I'm actually gonna start giving you health instead, because you're gonna definitely be sticking around, while as these other things aren't. And this getting buff from the camel is mostly to try to win now and not lose everything. That's the idea there. None of this is particularly appealing to me. Summon 1/3/3 Purtle. Huh. I feel like that didn't do that before. Didn't this give health or something? Maybe I'm crazy. I could be crazy. Good old Mario Tennis for the N64 music here. I mean, it's just 1 health. It's not worth buying the wall chicken, I think. I think I'd rather do this for a chance of a level. Crazy we haven't seen another Baku. Maybe if the Baku was leveled, but yeah. Anyway, we're kind of hoping for a win here. I know, big surprise. Trade there, but I get some buffs out of it. Uh-oh. No. The uh-oh was I knew what was about to happen to me. That's unfortunate. By the way, haircut, I didn't mention it, but I did do that this week. Along with, and if we could get these 2 levels right now, that would be pretty good for this Doberman. That'd be pretty good for this Doberman, huh? You're just gonna give me half levels on every. Okay, we're just not gonna. Probably just not gonna end up winning. We're probably just gonna keep losing until nothing happens because we didn't really get these levels on the turn here. We definitely needed to try to get him last and this. And that not trading pretty much means we lose this one for sure. And another porcupine. How convenient. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, you don't really want to do this, and you don't want to do this because you're trying to get a level, but if we don't get anything here... Great. We need to do this just for our chances of survival? Not good, though. Not good. What was good was this week was pretty fun streams-wise. Oh, this is going to be unfortunate numbers here, huh? Yes. Yes, it is. Very unfortunate numbers in a lot of ways at once, huh? That was great. That was great. I mean, okay. We have to take a higher tiered unit. Kind of just what has to happen. That would be a reason not to have that, but... I'm trying to think, is there... I guess if we rolled once... No. There's no way to have 5 units of tier 5 or higher, huh? Well, we can get some stats, I guess. I mean, we need miracles that happen to win this one anyway, so... That's where we're at, really. Plus, this is efficient in terms of we get a free chocolate. Well, not free, but we get a chocolate for next turn, so there is that, I guess. But yeah, we need a miracle. It's not beyond me that we need a miracle. Woodcar Wednesday was good. Then we also did some Chimera Puzzle Island. We're super losing this one, right? Well, yeah, we are. Not a surprise. We started Spooktember, aka September Spooky Game stuff, with the Supper and then the Dream Machine chapters 1 and 2. It was alright, it was not bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. 2-3 here is what we want to see. Yes. Yes, it is. And then we're gonna get some... This was me, a squashed player. I got squashed. And then what else did we do today? We did some Street Fighter 6 today, which was fine as well, and that's why we wanted a 2-3. And then yeah, we got more spooky games coming up eventually here. Because that's the time of the year. Well, that'll be good. The and there's been a lot that's happened this week. I guess if I go here and then this, that's like 2 pretty solid. Don't merge them. Okay, now like this, and... What? The NFL started this week. That's unfortunate. Anyway, I'm not actually the song's just too good, but I'm not actually that excited for the football season. I feel like I've been very the past 4 or 5 years, I feel like each year I've gotten less invested. But you know, you still gotta check in on how the season's starting off for the home squad, as it were. This pig in the front is now not as I'm not as confident that it's going to trade with stuff every time. I'll sell that to do this. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I could have sold Chinchilla and then the thing to double Snail. I think that's maybe a little too much, though. Yeah, maybe a little too much, too crazy doing that. But yeah, you know, we somehow won, even though I feel like we probably should not have. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate math there. That's yeah, yeah. All very not great math. All a lot of not good math. I think I have to take the level. Okay. I mean, I guess. Feels like kind of an insane thing to do, but okay. Ooh. I mean, if we could level the snail now and get even more health. I also just think that part of me just thinks we buy. This is a tough call. Because we can either get 2 levels next turn, or get a level now and a level next turn. I'm kind of leaning towards double level next turn, because there's a lot of good tier 4s. Well, maybe that's not so true, but I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. Also meant there was a better chance of a peacock getting the baboon buff, as opposed to giving it to the snail. Another... Maybe, well, maybe that you know what, that actually worked out pretty well matchup-wise. Fuddy-duddy's got fuddy-duddied. The Minecraft movie trailer happened? That's right. Yeah, that was definitely interesting thing that happened. This is... I feel like this is kind of good behind the peacock. You do lose the silk moth ability, but that's probably going away relatively soon anyway. I guess do this first. Okay, well now I'm probably just gonna take the rock. Pass the rock. And then we won't have a tier 3, so that's a little bit of a maybe poor decision. I was gonna say, in my brain, we could have sold the silk moth to get this, and then, but it's just not true. And now I'm invested in trying to get a snail to level 3, just because I've never done that, and so that's maybe the one thing that will be good coming out of this run, even though I shouldn't really be already over this run. Okay, never mind, I should be over this run. We're not winning this one. Well, they only got 3 units! Oh my god. Oh, the mana could have shot a little bit differently somehow, and that would have turned things around for a little bit better, perhaps. Alright, we're not doing Doberman. So what are we doing? Maybe we just... maybe I just don't care about this. Maybe I just don't care about that. Because I don't really want to buy the Osprey. Okay. Questionable choices, but here we are. We got some health, at least, right? Something? A snail man. Or a mantis man, rather. We finally won a round. The Minecraft movie looks terrible, by the way. I feel like I didn't need to actually mention that, but I've never even leveled 3 to Pika. Oh no, I didn't. I just haven't won 10 times with it. I'm not doing this. This thing just, I'd rather just throw this out there. More mana and stuff. Maybe I shouldn't have bought that. I mean, Minotaur behind is like not crazy behind the Peacock, but I guess it means you would fuse both of these, but sure. Let's try it, I guess. Yeah, sure. Let's try that. I mean, Jack Black was just wearing a blue shirt, like, they didn't even like have him change his hair or a wig or anything. It's just a guy. I don't know. It didn't really make a lot of sense to me. That was pretty unfortunate math there, but we at least drew. Also, I'm realizing that that order didn't make sense with this thing. I realize. Don't even look at me, please. I don't want to do this. Okay, we're just not really doing anything. Have I seen a garlic? Okay, I was about to say, I feel like I haven't seen the garlic. I also think this maybe needs to go behind there. Yeah, sure. This team doesn't have a lot of promise. But we did some stuff. I mean, we could talk about Concord and the whole meme of that and how it all shut down. I feel like we just lose because of that, right? Werewolf on turn 2 or whatever. At nighttime. Okay. 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 There isn't a reason to put this in because it's not going to make its buff bigger this turn. So we should just buy the Husky. In one of them funky beats. Oh, right. Forgot he needs to be in the bag. Whoops. Probably a little late for this, but who knows? Maybe we can make something happen. Oh. That guy only does things in front of it? Is that how that works? Hold on, I gotta read some things here, huh? Ah. Okay, yeah, so that's maybe not the best. Let's trade that with a red dragon or something then. I only have one more loss to give, but here we are anyway, I guess. I definitely should just do a silver fox instead, but for whatever reason, we're gonna try to have this be the snail run. Okay, it's a little bit harder to convince me now. It's a little bit harder to convince me that one. A bit harder. Have I done the level 3? Oh, I actually have won with it. I forgot I've won with this. Get out of here. I'm sorry, but also I'm kind of not. This is our potential way to the end. The boring scaling. I'm a super fighting rotor from the year 2010. I gotta. Close. I'm tempted to switch in like another unit again, but you know, every time you do that, you're not getting the use of all of the buffs from these that you've done. There's the snail, huh? We would have got a level 3 snail. Okay. Not a poodle run, that's for sure. Not a poodle run. We would have had a level 2 boar, I think, by the way, so that's a little unfortunate. Warthog is always good on these teams, which means I probably should have done it. I guess I could melon the Husky and hope that that happens in the future, that we get big enough. I mean, we do have to go a long ways until 10, which, again, I don't really see happening, but we're chilling. Look, I don't really, yeah, I just don't have any. It's been a bit of a week. There's like too many things that happen that I don't even like remember what happened to talk about. Well, I don't want to do another one because those two were both bad, but it's also 24 minutes. Ah, screw it. Screw it. I don't feel satisfied. And I know that I don't feel... Oh yeah, speaking of, Linkin Park did some stuff, and then I guess it came out that the singer that they added is a bad person for various reasons that I don't really know the details of enough, so I don't even want to try to talk about them, but let's instead talk about something that was positive, which is the Astrobot game that came out that everyone seems to love. I've seen a little bit. I've seen mostly like clips of, oh, look at this little detail they added to the game of these characters from this franchise interacting. Like Ryubot and Kenbot from Street Fighter doing moves and stuff. There's a lot of clips like that kind of thing that I've seen, which is pretty cool because it's just nice to see like attention given. Oh, this is a draw. You know, all that little extra attention to detail and references and love that kind of shines through a game like that. On the other side, it's also a little funny that the game then like, how do I phrase this? How do I want to phrase this? It feels as though gamers that are anti-Nintendo, let's say, on perhaps, not that all Xbox and PlayStation folk are, but that was a very effective strategy I did there, huh? You know, they want these grand adventures that are serious and this and that, and The Last of Us, and, you know, Red Dead Redemption, and that kind of thing. And I feel like this, like, people that are like that have played this game, Astrobot, and like it, are like, they're realizing that whimsy and charm in a game that is, you know, maybe relatively simple, but just is very charming, it has a place. It has a very good place to exist. And maybe can explain why certain folks like a lot of Nintendo games, because a lot of Nintendo games I feel like do have that charm. Not to just be a Nintendo guy, but I'll sell this for the camel. It's a pretty decent combination. Give me the silk moth. This silk moth. Not a pig. Not a pig. Not what I wanted. It's okay. We can't have it all. I'm hoping this early leveled pig, we could have saved it for next turn. Hopefully it pays off. Not looking like it. Well, I mean, it'll trade, but then what happens here? Then these trade? Then everything just trades? No, we lose by 1. But it is funny for the Astrobot game to be so popular and everything as well. And it's also like a Sony exclusive and everything. Right after Conquered died, after like 12 days or whatever it is, spending a gazillion dollars and whatnot. It's like, just play, maybe make a game that people want to play instead of a live service game again. Interesting. I know I'm not really saying anything unique with that, but okay. It's time. Does it gain? Okay. Do I gain double stats if I kill 2 things? Or is this just back to the old way of... Or not the old way, or is this just back to the way of... I guess I'd rather get the money from this. Yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen here. I'm like scared to do 2 units right now, I think, on that. I think we're just hoping that the mantis is gonna trade with stuff. There you go. Go, there's something. I did watch a movie while I was on the bike this week. Wow, that didn't really work out that well. Well, it actually might be fine here. Yeah. Turns out, never mind, I'm a genius. The movie where Jennifer Lawrence, like, is paid by the parents of a kid to then date their son to then etc. so forth. Save this for next turn, halfway this turn seems appealing to me. Seems appealing to me. Yeah, I'll run this. It was an okay movie. It was all right. I mean oh wow, that's a big guy you got up there, huh? The big fella. The scene where she's naked on the beach and beats up some people is funny, for sure. It did remind me of, and I don't know if other people even remember this, but the fappening. Do people still not remember what that is? Or do people remember what that is still? But yeah, that was, reminded me of that just because, you know, she was naked. So, I think, oh, do we snail just for 1 health? Probably not. Probably better to just, well, you could spider, I guess. But maybe that's where, I think I'd rather just roll here. There's something to be said about giving that a little extra health, but... 2 health, yeah, okay. Just gonna chill here and see what happens. But it does feel like a lot of the internet has forgotten that that happened. Is that a thing that Zoomers and such don't know about, I wonder? I feel like maybe, but I don't know. Simply do not know. Speaking of squirrels, now that I see this, I have seen some people play that squirrel with a gun game. Pretty fun looking game, to be honest. A little jank at times, but I think that's probably part of the charm as well. But it looks pretty fun, actually. Now incoming bunch of copycats, hawk with a gun, hawktua with a gun, rabbit with a gun, chipmunk with a gun, dog with a gun. You know, you get the idea. Kind of like when Lethal Company got big, and then there was a bunch of, I mean, there still are a lot of games, I think, coming out that are like that. Content warning was one. I mean, I liked content warning. There's nothing wrong with having a game that's very similar or inspired, but sometimes it's a little bit too on the nose. But I think content warning was an interesting deviation. I don't think I'm gonna take these. That's just too much money for that to be worth it. I guess I might as well put a cucumber on you for now. Maybe we end up having the spider be our purchase we go with. Just trying to see if there's really anything worth. I mean, there's some... no, we can't Doberman because it's a tier 4, right? Yeah. Well, you know what? This could at least, I guess, give a chili pepper to something. Well, we don't want to do that, though. Don't actually want to do that. Alright, well, we have to give it to the husky then. I was like, oh, let me do something that's like a normal strategy, and then it doesn't make sense because the husky is there, but it'll work. The husky will get the chili pepper now. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know what song was playing, but I think it was really quiet, so that's why I didn't really hear anything. Wow, that thing got huge. He won, though. Sweet. What else did I do this week? Oh, I went to the dentist. I did go to the dentist this week. I mean, I guess we could do this. Just get the buff off of the husky thing. Or you could do this to just have another... Summon 1 tier 3 pet. Level 2, 1, 1. Probably not worth it. Now, what we should probably consider doing is maybe getting rid of the... I mean, I guess we could just keep these, but... The porcupine maybe isn't that interesting. But the longer you keep it, the more you want to get rid of it for something else, right? Or the longer you keep it, the longer you don't want to get rid of it. Can't really be Komodoing because of the whole order situation. So a Purtle, I guess, could work a little bit, but not really. I mean, it could. You would get rid of one of these for a Purtle, and then whatever's here, it doesn't really matter, I guess. But, yeah, it's not the best. I'm basically just deciding if I actually want to keep this Porcupine or not. There's not really a lot of snipes that make it feel like this is worth it. But, again, these are all getting bigger. I'm certainly more interested in keeping the camel than the porcupine, if I had to choose. Now a crane is interesting. A werewolf is also probably just better as well. We do have a ways to go. Yeah, so I think it's either crane or werewolf here. I don't usually get to see the werewolf. I've not seen a werewolf in a while, so I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with the werewolf. Now this is a good one to kill with that ability, so that's good too. Get some extra attack for free, that's nice. You sniped my husky. Now I will admit that the husky with a chili pepper doesn't really make a lot of sense at the end there, but it's okay. Oh, that did work how I thought it would work. That's pretty nice. I wasn't sure if that was going to work that way. Okay. I guess I'd take the half level here and then just we keep chilling. Very friendly husky, not hitting the ant there too. Oh, level 3. And then we get rid of the coconut armor for free with that move too. Juicy. Pretty juicy. What else has been going on? The International's been happening. The International's been happening, and that's been sick. Because it's the International, and that's sick. I think we're kind of locked into this at this point. And this is like a fine unit to just be behind the mantis. It's kind of what I'm thinking here. Probably would do that for next turn even. I'm kind of interested in this, but I think I might just roll to try to see chocolates or matches for the husky. Alright, we got a few turns of things that we can put behind mantis. Oh shit, solstice, here we go. Gotta love a good old solstice. Oh, they're looking pretty big over there. They just got so much money too. Oh, the chili pepper almost came into play that time. If that actually had a... There's something to be said for that. Okay. Level. Level. Alright. Shoo. The highest tier friend. I guess I should just take this one first. This one would be good to get the toy too. And we don't get the extra... I think only +2 doesn't means we don't get it. Oh, okay, you've just been going psycho mode. Alright, well, we lose that for sure. That's unfortunate. Yeah, not too surprising that we're a little bit behind some other teams here, but... Oh, right, because it died, so it did the thing. I was like, how did... This will be, I suppose, good for the husky to get some stuff. Don't know if it's worth giving this a chili pepper just to have it for this turn and make... I guess, I mean, what else am I going to spend it on? It makes it so the Husky only hits the things we want to hit, so that's something. But I do imagine we're going to be starting to see these teams that are almost fully, or some getting close to 50-50-ish. Okay. This is still probably better than going these first. Don't really want that, but yeah. It might feel a little weird having so much of the shop frozen, but we're also not really looking for that much. Using each turn too. That's a pretty sick team actually, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, the Warthog math there worked out kind of well. That's a pretty creative team. You get to do extra buying and selling because of the double manta ray. And I have some respect for that for sure. So the thing here with the mantis is that it doesn't really need the husky buffs anymore. Granted, I don't think cheese is the way to go there, but probably a pita or a garlic would be the way to go after that. Yeah. Well, there's a garlic. Maybe we think a pita is probably better for us. This looks weird, but it means if it hits, it's gonna get 12, and it's gonna give an extra set of stats with its feint ability next turn. Yes! What a play! Uh-oh, we lose. Wait, 2 for 1 in the front? Hold on, we actually still win. We draw, I mean, is what I said. That's what I said, actually. The classic, this run's taking really long now, play. Classic. Oh, apparently I've level 3'd you before? Apparently I have. This would make the camel trigger, technically. And this would probably give most of those stats back. This is questionable. Okay. Definitely a questionable move. Definitely a questionable move, I would say. And we still did not find the pita, huh? The small one would also work with pita too in a pretty cool way as well, is what I just thought about. See, that's where a garlic would have been better, but oh, that math worked out terribly. We lose for sure. That's unfortunate. Didn't get there, but garlic on there maybe would have been a potential big game changer and everything else, so oh well. We'll run it back and get something else going. Ooh, a Koofy hat.